Okay, finishing the eyes as I crack a little bit. Once I start, I can't stop. Like Lay's potato chips. Okay. Also, still be careful, like, handling your face. Like I have an itch and I'm just kind of very softly rubbing it. Okay, so to finish the eyes, this is where we get to my 5,000 coats of mascara thing. You do not have to do that at all. Okay, so a thing that I like to do to kind of bring the eye full circle is I will add shadow to my lower lid. I didn't understand that for the longest time. Like, I saw people do it and I was like, why? I don't get it. And then I did it and I was like, oh, that's why it looks so great. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's find, aha. And usually I use like my transition shade, but since this whole thing is about being purple, I'm gonna use the purple. I'm gonna go in with that smudge brush. And I'm going to take that same purple that we used all over the eye. So I'm dipping into it, tap off a little bit of extra, and then you want to get as close to your bottom lash line as you can. So with this, looking down is actually pretty good because that gives you more access to that area. So trying to get so camera 2 can see. Start in the corner and try to make it meet up with your V. Be very, very careful doing this. Like, I messed up a little bit, but I'm gonna pretend that I meant to. I didn't mess up. This is exactly what I wanted. Do you see how it like brings things together? Like, just comparing the two eyes. I love it. And since I'm lining my full eye, I'm going to continue doing it. Otherwise, I usually stop about half or 2/3 of the way. All right. On to the other eye. Joining it up best as I can. All right. Holding my head up, which I should not have been doing. And now, dragging it close to the lash line as I can. Alright. Alright, I'm happy with that. So since I'm lining everything, I'm gonna go ahead and line my bottom lashes in that black. Help if I was using my liner pencil brush. This is not a pencil brush. Pencil brushes are a thing. I just said pencil, you know. Okay. So, and with this, I am sticking super close to the lash line. Like, I'm even going on top of the lashes rather than underneath them. It's not bad. Let's really emphasize it though. Alright. See? A lot of times I would leave it like this, but alright, so that's basically the eyes finished, except for the mascara. I have very limited working space, so stuff is like piled and everything. Here's the mascara. Alright. be careful if you continue to curl your eyelashes after mascara. It gets real fragile and it can be easy to lose lashes that way. So just, be careful. So I don't go quite to the eyelid when I do this now. I have found that when I do, the metal will pull up some of the eyeshadow, or worse, the eyeliner. And that's not what I want. And it kind of sticks, so I roll it off instead of just trying to pull it off. Alright, going in, chin up, looking down. And with that low battery warning, I'm only going to do the 2 coats. But also the bottom lashes, because it gives a little added flare. And there's no real point in me curling the other lashes because they're so short and sparse. So I'm not curling them, I'm just going in. And with lower lashes, I just like very gently graze. I don't have particularly long lower lashes, so this is sufficient. Alright. Now is when I put my glasses on. I can see. Alright. Okay, it doesn't look bad. Eyes are darker than I'm used to, but that's fine. Alright, eyebrows. So, since I'm using the angled brush, but I had also used that for... here it is. Clean it off real good. So I know that your eyebrows are lighter and more sparse than mine, but using eyeshadow to kind of fill them out and draw them out is still something I can do and something I can show you. So let's get real close here. Drop my glasses down. So I have some sparseness right in here. And then over here, I overplucked this brow, so it's not even as thick as this. So I usually pull that down a little bit. And I especially have some sparseness in here. Like, there is hair there. It just looks like it starts further on the left than it should. So I'm going in. I have dark brown hair. I am not going in with dark brown because that's going to make my eyebrows really, really strong, and I don't need that. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of what actually my mid-tone was. So I'm going to mix that mid-tone with this up here that's kind of a cool, a deeper cool tone. Scrub again just to make sure I don't get black in there. And start where you want it to be. Very, very gentle. Because you want the bottom of your lashes to be your lashes. The bottom of your brows to have a very definitive shape. So, pulling that through. And it looks like I have a gap here. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it is not a gap. It's a white hair. Woo! And I threw my brush. So I'm going to be using, rather than get up, I'm going to be using my flat brush here. And I'm just being gentle, again, slow build up. And other eye. And this is the one that I have to spend more time on, because the brows are sparser, and I don't like the block brow look. So I have to be careful to not make that happen. But I am building out this eyebrow so that it looks as full as the other one. Now, I typically use an eyebrow pencil for this. They also make eyebrow pens that I have heard great things about but never tried. But I just wanted to show you how you can do it in eyeshadow and it work out okay. So see, slowly building up how thick it is, but do you also see how they're different shapes? And they look even more different because I can't move that eyebrow very much. So I don't think you have this product, but I'm going to use it because I really, really, really hate having that that one white hair. This is eyebrow mascara. Now typically when I use a pencil or shadow, I use stuff like for blondes. Basically I use taupe or whatever their blonde shade is. But for the mascara I use NYX dark brown. And I try to be very sparing. Yes, I know there's a low battery, thank you. And this also helps hold my eyebrow hairs in place. Would you look at that? It's like that white hair never existed. Which is why I like it. And sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I will actually use the tip of the wand to kind of draw in where I want it to be. Darker than I would usually do, but I'm pleased. Now, on to lips.